It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, everybody loves to see the deep ball. We know that. We got a couple of quarterbacks here who can really sling it. Joe Burrow of the Bengals, Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers.
I like your point there, partner, because it is back in vogue. And what I mean is taking the shots downfield, because for a long time in this league, it was all about precision passing, the West Coast offense. But now we've got a couple of guys here who'll take some shots downfield, and they have some receivers who can go get it.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Ray McCloud to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Steelers here ready to go to work for the first time. And a grizzled vet, Ben Roethlisberger, bringing him out now in his 18th season in the National Football League.
And it's not out of the question, it's not out of the realm at all to wonder if this might be the final season for Big Ben, either in a Steeler uniform or in the NFL period. He re-signed back in March saying, "It's my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for the organization." Had a big year in 2020, 33 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions, and led the Steelers to an 11-0 start. You have to think that he would love to end his career the way Peyton Manning and John Elway did, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy and heading off into the sunset.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside, he can get to the perimeter, he can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
If anyone ever has any doubt that tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, simple little completion out into the flat. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Not much there, only a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Brandon Wilson to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work. And leading them out, the #1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now in his second season out of LSU.
And what a rookie season he had indeed. A knee injury knocked him out in Week 11 at Washington. And while the Bengals only won 2 of his 10 starts, I think everyone around the league and anyone who watched the NFL came away impressed. 13 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions, nearly 270 yards a game passing, the 3rd most by a rookie in NFL history.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. That'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Here we go.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 2. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but
guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
And no team got after the quarterback quite like the Steelers did last season. They led the NFL in sacks and quarterback pressures, and there's another one right there. This Pittsburgh team, always known as Blitzburgh.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here we go. Hey, Can.
Mixon with a first down carry. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll run on first down. Harris. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a second down and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Chris Boswell on for the field goal of 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Another catch for Tate. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. Can.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And his pass incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Burrow will throw. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
And the Watt family certainly knows how to get to the quarterback. His brother J.J., he led the NFL in that category twice in 2012 and 2015. And now T.J. enters the record books. Led the league in sacks with 15 in 2020, but he plays so hard, he's always around the quarterback. 61 pressures last year, 16 more than the second-place finisher.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not a great punt here, out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Quick slant, found Claypool. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
2020 was a strong draft for receivers, and the Steelers got an excellent one in the 2nd round and Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame. 11 total touchdowns last year. Among rookies, only Jonathan Taylor of the Colts had more. A strong catch there.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw here, Roethlisberger. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. The return man, Wilson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. To the air again, Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Burrow on 1st down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On 2nd and inches, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We just watched a very good first half out of the veteran, Big Ben. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Wilson now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time, they would intercept it.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Five yards remain on second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The terrible towels here at Heinz Field, out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his target, Ebron. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards, as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Harris.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second and goal, Roethlisberger. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. DJ Reader. Coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
As we all know, a big priority for Cincinnati in 2021 is building up the line on both sides of the ball. They want to protect Joe Burrow on the offensive side, but the defense as a whole only produced 17 sacks last year, the lowest total in the NFL. So getting to the quarterback, as we just saw there, that's a nice sign for the Bengals.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Wilson.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Let's go.
But the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here.
They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big pickup of 38. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, short little throw to Ebron.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
And hitting Juju on the slant. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man, Wilson.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Drew Sample was a 2nd-round pick in 2019, and the Bengals would sure love to see his role increase with Joe Burrow at quarterback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows and just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Burrow will throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to look deep down the field. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Black 20.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Roethlisberger's sliding to a stop, but he does have the 1st down. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, 4 down. 50 seconds. Wait a second. 50 seconds to mine. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Harris, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Complete to Washington. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
It should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Wilson now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Chris Wormley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. And that entire team, but really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. It's Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
First down. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And Burrow going to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
57 the mark. Let's go,
Harris starts the drive on the ground. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him the 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? they just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The last run got a cover. They'll run again with Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.